Hey, what's up? We're gonna do a really quick video on stuff that you need at home to listen to music on your record player. The things that we need are a turntable, we need a preamplifier for the turntable, we need a power amplifier to make the sound nice and loud, and speakers to hear the music. So, the turntable that we have here, just like most turntables, outputs a very small signal, and so we need a special preamp called a Phono preamp to amplify that sound. Sometimes, if you remember your parents' home hi-fi system, there is a phono input in the back. So if you have one of those systems with a phono input in the back, you are good to go. But not a lot of people do, and maybe you don't either. So we have one here that's just designed for phono preamps. You can get it on Amazon, and I can plug my RCA cables directly into it. So I plugged it in directly into the back. Another thing that's good to know is most turntables have a ground wire. This is what keeps the buzzing away. Without the ground wire plugged in, you'll still get sound, but it usually will sound like a really low hum is happening in the background. So on my phono preamp, I have an extra screw here that I can adjust with my thumb, and I'm going to attach the ground wire to that. If you've ever done this with the sound on, you can hear the hum disappear immediately, so you'll know that you're doing it right. Alright, so now that that's happening, my preamp has amplified the turntable just enough, and now that that level is a little bit louder, we're going to plug it into our big amplifier that's hooked into our speakers. So we have our turntable's been hooked into our phono preamp, and now we need to hook our phono preamp into our power amplifier. This is only important if your phono preamp isn't already built into your amplifier. So I'm going to take this RCA cable. Remember this? Our turntable had an RCA cable too, but the level was way too low. So we're going to use something that looks very similar, and I'm going to plug it into the output of our phono preamp, just like that. And the other end, I'm going to plug into the input of our power amplifier. So I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just choosing of the many different inputs on this amplifier. There's one that says CD or aux1 or aux2 or whatever, or a line level input if it says that. You can choose any of those. It's generally the same thing. And now we're all hooked up. Now the last step is to hook this into my speakers, and I'll have music. Alright, so now we're going to hook the speakers up. On these speakers, they're not powered. Sometimes you can buy speakers with an amplifier in them, but since we're using this amplifier, we don't need those sorts of speakers. We just have the regular, good old-fashioned ones. And I've hooked up my wire here. There's a red and a black one, and it's important that you hook the red one into the red and the black into the black. Otherwise, you might get weird sound, or your music will play backwards, and then your life will be very troubled. This is my right channel speaker. For you, it'll be your left channel speaker. So for you, I'll plug it into the left side. And now I'll do the same for the other side. Okay, I'm going to turn on everything and then we'll see if it all works. So it looks like we're all ready to go. I got my turntable hooked up to my phono preamp. My phono preamp is hooked into my power amplifier, and my power amplifier is hooked onto my speakers. I'm going to throw this wicked DJ Fix custom mat, slip mat on my turntable and put this record on here. And finally, the last addition is this cartridge. Your turntable might have the cartridge already mounted onto your tone arm, but mine does not, so I'm going to add mine right now. I'm going to slowly lower the needle on the record. And let's see what happens.